The Triforce is back. This is the Planet Nintendo podcast. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Planet Nintendo podcast. This is episode 3. 3 already. Seems a little crazy. Let's welcome in the co-hosts here. Let's start with Joe. Joe after work. What is up, dude?
Yo.
And Mr. Nintendo Guru Bobby. What is up, dude?
What is up, man? How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Chilling.
So I want to start off today.
Wait. I want to start off with, what is that stuff that Joe drops into Discord, and you're not even going to jump on that right away?
Oh man, dude!
Oh, yes.
So I
What
can't
is
even
that?
buy
Yeah.
it. I can't even buy it. It's not for sale. So
It's not for sale yet.
Explain, everybody.
Yeah, Joe, you gotta back up a little bit.
Yeah, what is that, man?
So New York Comic Con, it started today as of I guess this recording.
Yeah.
But it's over by the time it posts.
Mhm.
But First Four Figures has their booth for the first time, so they're having everybody take selfies of as many statues as you want that they have there. And at the end of the convention, they're going to give away one of them to whoever selfie they choose.
Oh.
So people are literally going around taking selfies of every single statue.
Oh my god.
And First Four Figures has like some of the best statues out there, aside from like PCS collectibles.
Mhm.
They do a lot of like, cartoony video game character stuff. So like Zero, they had Shovel Knight there. That's what you guys saw.
Yes, that looks so nice.
Oh man, they have this giant Bowser thing. I got to show you guys that. I'll send you like photos. I don't know if you want to put them up here or something, but yeah, it's dope. And so they're giving them all away, but none of them there are for sale. I was like,
well, that's because they're not.
dude.
That's because they're not made
Yeah.
yet. That's why they're not for sale yet. So what they're doing is they're prototypes. Okay, let's do a little background story here.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Bobby Big Bucks.
Yeah. Hold on.
Because some of them I've seen for sale. I don't know why.
I like to collect statues.
My god.
So-
my god.
How do you even sit in that room with that thing looking at you?
So this is
What the hell?
this is my boy Joker. We're just gonna have a little chat.
Man.
This thing is a life-size bust. So if you're not watching the video, you probably should jump on the video right now and go check it out. So I have a Batman like this as well. So what happens is these guys go to these cons with prototypes to basically show what they're trying to do in the near future. Sideshow, which is what this is right here, is the best when it comes
that was another
to
one.
statues. Like they knock it out of the park every single time. In my opinion, First Four Figures is right there with them. Like if you see some of the Nintendo stuff that those guys do, dude, the Wind Waker statue is amazing, dude. Their exclusives are out of this world, and they're priced very reasonable. Dude, this thing was $700. $700 I paid for this. Now, in those terms, like one of my premium format statues that I get of Batman or Superman stuff that I have over there, I can't really show you. I got the Joker on my lap right now, so we're chilling. Anyway, the idea is that these guys, the premium formats, are kind of what the Mario and the Zelda ones would be in those terms, and they're priced so reasonable. Like those premium formats are like $400 now, $450.
Wow.
And First Four Figures are like $250, $300. It's very reasonable, man. And here's the thing. They only go up in value. Like I paid $700 for this, dude. I could easily get $1,000 for this today.
Oh yeah.
Like it's madness.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how these things just escalate in value so much. So I would I'm keeping an eye out for that Shovel Knight because I'm getting that bad.
Yeah.
Dude, that Shovel Knight
Dude.
one. Oh my god.
I was like, I figured you guys would like that one, so I posted that one. I didn't want to spam you guys with a bunch of stuff. There's my Instagram for that, but yeah, man, freaking and Sideshow. I'm with you on that, Bobby. We have a Lady Death one from Sideshow. Me and Ness, my fiance, and we don't have it out, but it's in its box. It's nice. So when we get our place, that's going up somewhere. It's like it's probably the same size as that Joker bust that you have right there. Their stuff is so detailed.
You think it's that big? That thing's almost 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
That Shovel Knight, is that 3 foot tall?
No, not the Shovel Knight. The Lady Death that we have. It's a
okay. I thought you meant the Shovel Knight.
Oh no, that Shovel Knight one was probably a foot.
That's perfect.
So
that's a perfect height, man. I'm all about it, man. I'm all about
man.
it.
They're limited, man. So like once they're up for pre-order, that's about as close as you'll get to trying to get one of any of their products.
I see. That's where you're mistaken, because that's the one thing that I've noticed is some of their statues are still available after pre-order. They don't sell out.
Some of them, now, not like the big ones like that.
Toby bought a Shenmue statue. Now, when that thing went up for pre-order, the way that worked was the pre-orders were all they were making. That was it.
Oh, wow.
They gave you like a month to get your pre-order in, and that was it. Dude, the lot on that, and I told Toby, buy that thing, because the lot is going to be so low on that thing that, dude, it's a home run. It's going to double, triple in value. And especially when Shenmue when it comes out for PS4, then sell it. Get rid of it. Because that's, you'll never, well,
Jeez.
He could, but that's, if you're a collector, you're a collector.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's back up a little bit. So if you're listening to the audio version, you have nothing to worry about. We also post this in different video segments on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Nintendo Talk. We post them we cover 4 topics pretty much. Monday through Thursday, those will go up on my channel. Bobby has a fantastic announcement for our podcast. It is now fully audio. You can listen to it. Yeah. iTunes, Dayspace, anywhere.
Yeah.
I'll link that in the description, of course. So before we get into anything today, I have to ask you guys, what the hell are you playing? Because we literally have gotten so many releases. I'm pretty sure it's almost at 30 for the past 2 weeks.
It's insane, dude.
It's
quite a bit.
Yeah, it's insane.
So what are you guys playing?
I was trying to 100% Steamroll Dig, and I'm close. I'm really close to it. But I keep putting that aside for Golf Story. That game is so good.
Oh,
so
man.
good.
But I got a problem where I just bought Stardew Valley tonight and Axiom Verge. I got this sickness, man. I got this real sickness. And
I'm waiting for Axiom Verge because they're releasing a physical version of it.
I'll probably buy that too because I'm messed up. I got problems.
It's coming out, I think, a month from now.
But I don't know who's putting it out. Is it Nicholas?
I'm not sure.
If it's Nicholas,
wait, hold on, sorry, I missed it. What was it?
Axiom Verge physical.
Who's putting it out?
I could find out for you guys.
Yeah, do some work.
I think it's
Joe.
gonna
Look
be.
that up.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like $40.
Well, the thing of it is if it's Nicholas, then it comes with an instruction booklet and all that stuff, and then I'll definitely get it.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. It's called the Multiverse Edition.
Yeah.
It's also coming out for PS4, Wii U, even. Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I will definitely get the physical if it comes with the instruction booklet and all that stuff. Sign me up, man. I want that so bad. I've already bought this game 3 times. This is the 3rd time I bought it.
It's so good.
It's a good game. I haven't really got that far because it's sad because the reason why I bought it on the Switch is because I'll have my Switch for a very long time, and the way I look at it is I have it, it's locked in, and I played it on the Wii U, but the Wii U was disappearing, and I just stopped playing it because other games came out. I know there's abundance of games right now, but it's not going anywhere. It's stuck on my Switch. It's there. I'll go back to it eventually. So we'll see. What are you playing, Patrick?
I've been like you. I've been playing Golf Story a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm 7.5 hours in, and I'm not done yet. I'm how long does this game go for?
It's amazing, dude. It is amazing, dude. I love it.
It's awesome.
I love all. I just met the coach. Finally loves me. I met him on the golf course, and he taught me a trick shot. At nighttime, and then so I'm getting ready to try to help rebuild the course, I think, and get it going. So that's where I stopped the last time I played. So that's
still got a while to go.
I know, but you know what, dude? I like it because I just jump in and I play for 30-40 minutes and then I shut it down. Oh, I'm also playing Overcooked.
Oh yes, that is good. That's good watching right there.
That was fun. That was. I will. You know what I want to do? But real quick, I want to give a quick shout out per se. to Overcooked and to Team 17, man, because I got that whole stream copyright claimed, like 4 different copyright claims against it, and
Jeez.
I sent a tweet, and then next thing I know, they came back and they were like, "Hey, they were DMing me, and they were like, "We'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. We're sorry about that." And like all the claims went away today, so
wow.
It was nice, man. It was,
yeah, props to
unlike
them.
Nintendo would have said, "Bend over, buddy." We're keeping.
It's like, all right.
I for the first time, I've never played Stardew Valley before. I just downloaded it today, and I'm looking at Earth Atlantis too. That game looks really good. It's like a shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
It's like black and white. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
the
really
art
cool.
style is real interesting. I played it for a few minutes on my way home just before. Yeah, literally like 5 minutes. I like the animation so far, but hopefully it gets a little bit more challenging as I go forward.
Joe, what are you playing, man?
Man, okay. Monster Hunter Stories. I'm at the end of that game. I just got to grind it out a little bit more. I went back and finished up Dementium a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Man, whew. that is a hard game at points.
Yeah.
It can be unforgiving, but it's fun overall. Yeah. But I'm glad I went back. I was like, no, I need to finish this. This was a series I started 4 months ago. Let's go. And more Fire Emblem Warriors. I am like hooked on that damn game. I've been using my Google Translate app from time to time. It's real easy to like figure out where you need to go, but it's like I want to know what's going on story wise. So I've been like dipping in and out, but you can kind of guess what's going on from the cutscenes, and I just can't wait till the game comes out in 2-3 weeks now, the 24th.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man?
Dude.
Who does that?
What? Me?
Who buys a game in Japanese and then like gets out Google Translate and like, hey, Siri, can you translate this for me?
Exactly. Dude, bro, man. Knights of Azure 2.
I give you credit,
I did the same thing there. I don't know. There's just something really good about the Fire Emblem game that Tecmo Koei, like, they stepped it up. It's just as much Fire Emblem as it is like their Dynasty Warriors stuff and their Knights of Azure stuff, because I didn't realize they developed that game too. So
I give you credit, man. It's not something that I would do by any stretch of imagination, but
true fan right there.
But I will say that I've always wanted to. Like, I literally almost bought a Japanese 3DS at one time just because I was like, I just want to play some games in Japanese, man. I know. I'm a loser.
I have to give a quick shout out to our very own Joe. You cover like so many indie games like on Twitch and on your YouTube. I posted it on Twitter today. The Butcher, such a good game.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And like it's perfect because like you see these indie games and you're like, I don't know. You see the trailers, and of course the trailers make it look good.
Yeah.
But it's different watching someone with like real reactions towards a game because like, I don't know. I've watched a bunch of your stuff lately, so I just wanted to say that.
Thanks, man.
Links in the description, of course. So, our first kind of segment of whatever we do here is kind of a mixed bag so far. We go over news. We play little games. I like messing with these guys. But we also did a new thing this week where on our Twitter page, which, please, guys, if you want to be involved in the conversation, join our Twitter. It is Nintendo Planet _ link will be in the description. I'll probably put it on the screen or whatever. But we asked the community a very interesting question. And at first, I thought this was going to be a little more even than what it was. But I essentially asked the community, which game do you think will sell more all time? Super Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild? The two titans of 2017. And overwhelmingly, 67% said Super Mario Odyssey versus the 33% Breath of the Wild. Joe, did the community get it right?
Man, I was like torn on this one. I was like, damn, Breath of the Wild starting off sold almost twice the amount than Switches.
It was like
something like that.
I want to
Some
say
ridiculous
it was like
number.
Well, yeah, it was like 1 million more copies or something. It was an insane amount.
It was,
and somebody's going to correct us in the comments below. You know that, but yeah,
of course, yes, no, that's fine. But
I have some numbers right here.
Go ahead.
Breath of the Wild so far in the Wii U. This is up till August, so you can actually add some more on here. Just Wii U sales 1.13 million. And Breath of the Wild Switch is at 3.56 million. That's just until August. So you could probably, I don't know, tack on, I don't know, we could probably say 4 million. It's probably a safe number.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot.
That's a lot.
And there's not, I think I was hearing something that it was more than one per unit. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. Like the fact that there are more Breath of the Wild sold than Switches. That's crazy.
That's also 1.1 million people that own a Wii U. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to dig.
I would love. Well, I would love to go back, or I would love to see the numbers of what Galaxy and Galaxy 2 did, because
you should ask.
Let me hear the numbers, because I don't think before you go into that, this is my thinking. I don't think that Odyssey, or I don't think Galaxy 1 or 2 did those numbers, or they were very close to where Zelda is right now. And Zelda's not done going. Like, Zelda's going to be the game that everybody that buys a Switch from here on out will buy. And I don't believe that 3D Mario games are top sellers. They're very rare to sell big numbers. So I feel in the long haul, the audience got it wrong, and I feel Zelda will be our top seller when everything's said and done. What are the... Go ahead, if you got the numbers, let's hear them.
So I have the numbers, and I took the numbers of 2 Mario games, 2 Zelda games. Mm-hmm. So Galaxy on the Wii sold 11.36 million. Galaxy 2 sold 7.55 million. Twilight Princess Wii, which it started on the GameCube, so I didn't really look at the GameCube numbers. 7.16, which I actually was pretty surprised about.
Yeah.
And then Skyward Sword, 3.95 million. I mean, that came out.
That was the end.
Late.
That was the end of the life cycle, and people were tired of the waggle. And that game was all waggle, and nobody, that turned a lot. I didn't buy it on the Wii, and
no, I didn't.
I bought it on the Wii U when it came back out, and I didn't like it that much. I didn't like the waggle end of it, but I also didn't like the fact that Fee kept stopping me from doing stuff and telling me don't go here, don't go there, that stuff. Yeah. But that aside, okay, so I'm probably wrong. But I don't know, man. Because the number I would like to hear too is the 2D Mario games, because if I'm not mistaken, on the Wii, that thing sold 25 million units. It was insane, it was a lot. Dude. It was crazy. The 2D Mario games sell like gangbusters, always. The 3D, because it's more of a hardcore game, with the side scrollers, mom and pop gets involved in that because they remember playing it as a kid, you know what I mean? But with the 3D, it's a little bit more standoffish. They're a little bit more nervous about it. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it all works out.
Joe, what do you think, man?
Man, I think I'm on the 180 on that one. I was going to say I think Super Mario overall will eventually, because I'll tell you, every stream that I've been doing the last 2 weeks, everyone's like, I'm gonna buy a Switch for Mario Odyssey. I can't wait for Mario Odyssey to come out so I can have that game on my Switch. I'm like, wow. I would have been with Bobby at first. I would have thought, Breath of the Wild, man, it started off great, sold gangbusters, and I felt like that would be the first game everybody would pick up. But then you start to think about it, it's like Mario's that game, that intro game to anybody. That's a lot of people's first games when they get a Nintendo product, is they associate Mario with Nintendo. They might know Link sometimes, but you think about mascots, you think about Mario, you think about Luigi, sometimes Peach and Yoshi and all that stuff. But I would think overall, at the end of the Switch's life cycle, I would say Super Mario Odyssey would probably sell out not way more, but more than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. So when I actually posted this question on over on our Twitter, I was getting a ton of comments why the hell would you think Zelda would outsell? Look back the last 30 years.
Numbers are close.
It's a lot closer than what I thought. Here's the thing for me. Breath of the Wild is unlike any Zelda game that we've ever had. It's definitely, the learning curve of Breath of the Wild has gone way down, I think, from a Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time or something like that. And I think that since the Switch is geared towards people 20s and over, Breath of the Wild's really the only hardcore-ish game on the Switch. I think when you pick up a Switch, Breath of the Wild is a natural fit for it.
Absolutely.
of course, when you're now that's us because
Yeah.
we bought it at launch. I don't know the mindset of, like a little kid or a parent getting the Switch for their kid for Christmas. What is a parent gonna pick up? So I can kind of see Joe's point too. Like if I was a parent, I'd probably pick up Mario as well. So I think the holiday season is definitely gonna help out Odyssey, obviously, but I don't know, man. Breath of the Wild already has like a 5 million lead, and I feel like half of the people that want to Switch, not even have a Switch. Like it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
Yeah. So yeah, like yes, Odyssey is going to get like a little bit of inflation because of the holiday. But my question would be, how many are people actually going to get like Switches during the holiday? Like I think that's when the crunch comes back on. Right now, like you got people like certain YouTubers that like to like throw shade at Nintendo every chance they get apparently anymore, is posting pictures at Targets and stuff with like 6 or 7 or 8 different Switches, and that doesn't mean that the thing's not selling. That means that they're starting to get some numbers out there, because I think when holiday hits, I think you'll see in like a month those things disappear and you're not going to get them at all. Like that's going to be the thing that's on every kid's Christmas list, I feel. Now that said, my question would be is, we're going to get Odyssey, obviously. I've already pre-ordered it. I'm sure you two have as well.
Yep.
So it's basically I think they're going to move. I think that gap is going to close real quick. Now the question is when kids at Christmas get their Switches, are they buying Legend of Zelda or are they buying Odyssey? And that's going to be the tell. This Zelda, unlike other Zeldas in the past, because this Zelda is probably going to end up being Game of the Year, and is on some people's list as one of the greatest games of all time. It's in argument's sake, like it's up there. Like a lot of people love this game. I think that adds credence to it and is going to actually push it further and deeper. Like you look at a game like Last of Us, even though it was on the PS3, when they threw it on the PS4, like a lot of people went out and bought it again. But a lot of people that never played it because they left their PS3 behind when that game launched, dove all over that game because it's one of those seminal games. It's one of those games that like you have to play. That's what I think Breath of the Wild is. I don't know that Mario is in that talk. We'll find out in a couple weeks if Mario is on the caliber. Like, is it going to be Mario, Link fighting for number 1 spot, like for Game of the Year? Or is it that Zelda just blows it out of the water and it keeps going? It's going to be tough to tell. I think time will tell. But I think what truly gets called Game of the Year this year gets the burst and gets the push and gets going deeper, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think... oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, man.
No, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I think Breath of the Wild, the fact that you can still kind of find collector's editions at, face value around. At least, over in Nintendo New York, they occasionally just randomly get them in. Yeah. Like, oh, there's one there. Okay. And someone gets it. But they occasionally pop up, and I think that's definitely going to help as well with people sometimes still double dipping if they have a digital version of the game and want, like the soundtrack or something with it. Is that soundtrack even available separate from the collection?
Just in the Masters edition. Yeah.
So I mean, there's that too.
Plus the coin, the coin that's in it is really nice. Like that's why I don't know about you guys, but I pre-ordered Odyssey at Best Buy to get the coin.
Yeah,
it comes with a coin. So because I got the Zelda one, I'm like, I want the Mario one too. So I pre-ordered it, from there. I think we're
I have just over a handful of physicals. I normally get everything digital. That's one that I ended up getting physical because of the coin. Same thing with the limited edition Fire Emblem. I pre-ordered that thing because I want the soundtrack. I want the stuff.
Yeah. You also got to think like the people that went out and got Breath of the Wild for Wii U, they probably got it because, okay, what else is on there's nothing on the Switch that I want besides Breath of the Wild. I think in a year time, 2 years time, you're going to randomly see Breath of the Wild skyrocket again because people are going to be abandoning the Wii U. So I don't know. I'm kind of with Bobby on this. I think this is the first time we're kind of been a little bit divided.
You're starting to come over to the
I
dark
know,
side.
and
man.
I'm torn too. I'm torn. So it's like I was like, Super Mario. I just off default. That's the other thing I wanted to say. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut everyone off.
No, you're good.
It'd be interesting to see the N64 numbers because Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time were probably the biggest. I don't know numbers wise, but I would say like in my childhood were like things that kind of just changed my view on video games completely, with like how different Mario 64 was, how different Ocarina of Time was, and we're seeing it now. This generation, Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey. Is Super Mario Odyssey going to be that big Mario game that like maybe Galaxy was or 64?
Yeah. It'd be interesting. Definitely.